wait, what is it? Um, wait, this is even boyfriend number two. This is okay. So this is a continuation of guide for boyfriend to improve or get better at the game. Slash boyfriend number two, guide number four. Well, that's a fucking title. Well, that's the title. Anyways, we get to play Inferno. Fucking not a very good map, but you know, we get to play Inferno. Starting off, we get T-spawn, and then if you run to the right side of T-spawn, you get into the radio area. Yeah, and then leading from the radio area, we get into alt mid. Wow, the second middle. Just above alt mid is a bridge, apparently. Yeah, this is called bridge, and apparently these are both called T-apps. And then if you come into the T-apps on the left, you get into the kitchen area, where all the female Counter-Strike people belong. Am I right, fellas? That's a funny, relatable joke, because we do jokes. Anyways, we get into T-balcony. You want to make sure you call it T-balcony or T-apps balcony. You want to differentiate this one from the actual real balcony. Dropping down from T-balcony, we get into Squeaky, because there's like the openable door. Yeah, a whole area called Squeaky, and then from Squeaky, apparently this is called back alley. Oh, it even says on the map. So this is called back alley. Yep. Just before we get into the actual apartments, we gotta go underpass or Mexico or Vietnam. Yep. Very fun. That leads to actual real mid. We get to go into actual real apps from back alley, and then we get into So apparently the whole thing is just called. Well, this is boiler up to the stairs. This is like T-apps. Not T-apps, this is apps. And then apparently this is just called like A-halls or halls. Or you could also call it T-apps, whatever you want. Coming into here, we have T-window. No. Was it T-window or was it T-mid? Not T-mid doesn't make sense. Wait, no. What am I saying? This is mid-window. That one makes sense, yes. Yeah. And then coming from halls slash apps, we get into the balcony area. Very fun. Dropping from balcony, we get into mini pit, and then from mini pit, we get into the real pit, or like actual pit. You could call this haystacks or trucks, whatever you want. We get into quad, and then this is quad roof. And then if you want to be more specific, if they boost people up there, that's flower plot. Flower plot. Pot. God damn, I have a fucking... whatever. We get past it. Top mid right here. Top mid leads into actual mid. What was this one called? Was this one called wagon? I think this was wagon, right? And then this is mid balcony, if you want to be specific. Coming from actual mid, we get into bottom mid right here, or T mid. Coming up to here, we get into T ramp, and then this is called ledge. Yup. I like how I just did this shit all in like reverse. Anyways. Those are the two mids and all the callouts leading up. This is what you call default, or you could call it double. Apparently, this is called ninja, because you can like play on it, be a little rat. This is called a headshot, because you can play a headshot angle off of this one. Right over here, you have the whole thing called graveyard, and then the cubby right here is moto, and then apparently this one you can call arch or long. This one is also called arch. I think the whole thing is. And then over here in this little spot, this is called cubby, you can hide. And then I think I forgot to mention it, but this is called short. And that one would be called long. Running to the CT place, CT spawn, we get to enter library, because there's a bunch of books. Here's the actual CT spawn. And just from CT spawn, we get into speedway. The spot up here and below is called Terrace, I think. That's how you say it. This one is well. I think you can call this one CT ledge, because a lot of CTs like to play from here. Going towards the B site, we get into tree, because there's a tree in this corner. And then coming into here, we get into church, or apparently ruins, and then this is called back ruins, where the sandbags are. Just out of church slash ruins, we get into garden, or garden. Coming from garden, we get into coffin, and then over here would be the default. And then just down here, you would call this pool. You call the giant fountain. Apparently this box is called multi or some shit like that. And then over here in this corner is called emo or dark. And just from Emo or Dark, we get into New Box. And then right here, we get into first oranges. And then we get into second oranges. Very fun. And then if they're playing on top of here, apparently this one is called Boost. So true, so true. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend like the plane still isn't in like view of the mic, or like no, in audio range. I don't know if I forgot anything else, but I know this one's important / common. This is called CT Boost. This one right here, CT Boost. Don't forget it. Don't forget CT Boost. And now we get to run towards banana, but first we get to play in the sandbags position, or we get to choose the car position. And then from those two, we get into the half wall, where you can play like a rat from both sides. Running down banana, we get into the logs, which would be the actual wood logs, and then also here would be logs. And then I think that's it, right? That's the whole map.